I forgot to mention something, and I shouldn't have to fuck for free. Trying to have relationships with men that can't give you anything is not sustainable if you're functioning in that vibration that I was functioning in, which is to earn. Because they don't go at your pace. I think this is important, I guess, because it came to mind as I was rewatching the video. I never did get to the deserve it part. This is where I had a lot of relationships that took from me and I got nothing in return because they're not functioning on that vibration. Nobody is functioning for you, right? So while you're sitting there and you're like, oh, come on, I've gave you everything. They have to be willing to love themselves to get to that point where they can give. And most of them weren't going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a really dangerous slope. And I feel like that was something that I should mention. It's not a sustainable relationship because you may go a year with someone like that. I've done it a couple times. I've done it a couple times. I talked about it in Cheating Wench. I had a habit of dating someone really long term, and we're not even official or anything like that, just waiting for them to get to the point where they're like, okay, I want to give you a relationship. Okay, I want to devote money to you. Okay, I want to. It never got to that point. Because one, the first problem is that society actually is very much, everything is oxymorons, okay? Men are hypersexual and women are hyposexual. So when a woman is hypersexual, men are turned off by that. Men are raised as providers, but when a woman expects them to provide, they are triggered and call you a prostitute when you expect something from them. So there's a whole bunch of things that don't mix. Okay. So a woman who does come in and love you for you, you think less of. It doesn't matter they think less of you if you want the shit. They think less of you if you don't. So that was the first problem. The first problem was that they thought that I had no standards because I can't provide. So why does she want to fuck with me anyway? They think there's some kind of ulterior motive, which ultimately there kind of is, but it's not like a bad ulterior motive. I just want you to love me back. That's it. Loving someone is not bad. Okay. So because they think there's this, something's wrong with her. Something is wrong with her. So it causes them to focus on that instead of like getting better so that they can give me what I deserve. I'm giving you what you deserve for nothing in return. All you have to do is work on you so you can give me stuff and care about me. That's it. Right? But it doesn't work that way. One, because of how we're engineered socially. And second, because it's not necessarily the best way to go about anything. It's so crazy that shit just came to mind. Yeah, so I wanted to bring that up because I don't want to imply that it ever worked out, because it didn't. Anybody that I ever dated in hopes of earning, it never worked out. First of all, I would go like the longest I went was 3 years with my second love. 3 years of just waiting and waiting and waiting, letting him date other people, buying him stuff and he ain't never buying me stuff, and he wasn't broke because that boy ain't never been broke. That probably is one of my most successful ventures. And ultimately, even in his lifestyle now, we're not going to get into his lifestyle, it's nobody's business, but ultimately, I waited a really long time to get some kind